Carmela Coffee, right in Parkland, right near Coral Springs, aka the whitest city in South Florida. Yeah. And there are people out there who say that I look like a white Rick Ross. Heard that, yeah. This whole thing's always gone crazy. Everything's crazy now when you think about it. You got all this stuff going on in Alabama. One of my high school friends was in Alabama. His name's Matt. But he told me his parents always named him Forrest. I told him that's a good thing they didn't name you that, because back when we were in high school, what was the big movie? Forrest Gump, yeah. And you would have been hearing constant chants of, "Run, Forrest, run!" Be glad they didn't name you Forrest then. But Alabama, they got this big thing going on with the abortion law in Alabama now. But that's the thing. If they would look at the whole picture, if the law goes into effect, they're going to realize eventually that if they don't change the law, they're going to end up with a state full of a bunch of brain dead idiots. So be careful there. Yeah, rednecks and all that stuff. Da-da. And if you want NASCAR revelations for your email address, you might be a redneck. You'll raise Jeff Fox with you. That's the whole thing. And then I see on the news a thing with that televangelist guy, that Jim Baker. He's back in the news again for some reason. I forgot what. But if you look close to the way you look at him, you think he's going to be some guy, and you got other guys you see on QVC selling Jesus spray. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah. That's the whole point. I was a while back. I was talking with a friend here. It was reminding me of how he thought once about he wanted to join the mafia until he said the Sopranos told him you had to be Italian. Actually, it's different. If you watch Goodfellas, you know that to be in the mafia, you don't have to be Italian, but to be a maid guy, you have to be Italian, 100% Italian. Not just partially Italian, 100%. So that means that for non-Italians, a career in the mafia is not open to very many opportunities for advancement, sadly. Yeah. You're just going to be stuck around chopping up bodies, basically. The mafia, the ultimate right to work employment. But that's the thing, so you know we live in a right-to-work state. And that's why so many of the right-to-work employers take their tactics right from the mafia. I used to work at this tech support company over in North Lauderdale, and it was just like Goodfellas. Except no one was really getting whacked, but it wouldn't shock me if it did happen, though. And there was this telemarketing job I used to work at. Let me tell you. When I left that place, well, I got fired. I didn't leave voluntarily, they fired my ass. But when you look at the whole thing, it was a good thing they fired me before it turned me into a total asshole. Because a few years later, I heard that the owner of the place had died. And when I heard that he died, just one thought went through my head. This old Louis Armstrong lyric that goes, "I'll be glad when you're dead, you rascal, you." And now you can envision, I was envisioning him now right down there, right down below, getting poked in the ass with a pitchfork for not making the numbers on the sales of hell vacations. There's a thing on the news about this Noah's Ark exhibit. I think it was in Kentucky, actually. Yeah, Kentucky. Where it got all kinds of water and now got water damage from rain, and now they're going to sue. But that's the thing. I mean, it's Noah's Ark. Of course, it's going to get wet. I wonder what would happen if they actually tried to put a whole bunch of animals in it, one after another, 2 by 2 of each. And then later on, they realized the place was smelling like shit because there was animal shit everywhere. Of course, they realized that. I mean, yeah, arks are going to get wet, and they're going to have animal shit, bottom line. Unless, of course, you're talking about the Ark of the Covenant. That's going to just sit around until someone opens it and realizes it was not a good idea to open it. As the Nazis learned when they took it away from Indy Jones. But anyway. I remember years ago when I was vacationing in Naples with my mom and dad. We were walking on the beach one morning, and they got ahead of me. I'm kind of lagging behind. And my dad leads behind me, and he goes, "Come on, Pokey." And I wait a minute, and I say, "Okay, Gumby." And my mom is like, "Who's Gumby?" My dad and I are like, You don't know who Gumby is? And I'm waiting for him to pop up and go, it's me. I'm Gumby, damn it. Anyway. So, and all these famous people have now fallen. I mean, it's like we lost all these people who either gone to jail or had their reputations tarnished. I mean, Bill Cosby's finished. Even Jell-O canceled their endorsement deal with him. But you don't need to worry, because there's always room for J-E-L-L-O, even in J-A-I-L-O. And last weekend I was at a funeral. It was at a Catholic church. First funeral I've been to in a while, thankfully. But they were doing communion. And that was the first time I ever took communion. I'm like the 40-year-old communion. But don't worry on the virginity part. I lost the virginity at 18, thank y'all. But anyway.
Too much information.
Yeah, sorry about the TMI stuff. But anyway, and that's the thing, though. I mean, they did the documentary about R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly. But I wonder when they're going to do the one called Surviving the Catholic Church. Alrighty. And no one's going to hook me either. I don't fall for the hooker crap anyway, so. Yeah, the type of comic that's built to last. You're trying to hook me off of my footing here. To paraphrase NWA. But anyway, so before I wrap this up, just want to say thank you, everyone. Good audience.
Woo!
Jeff Wilder, everyone.